Hey everyone, decided to do this video. I actually wanted to do this a few weeks ago, but the figure I ordered never showed up. In fact, the figure I'm going to do the video of right now is not the original one that I ordered. Um, at the beginning of the month of July, I figured because I think because I was starting a new job, I wanted to go on eBay to look into getting figure that I was actually, looked up before, and I saw some reviews online on it on YouTube about, and I was actually going to get the Marvel's Icon Hulk. Now, obviously reached out to the seller or whatnot and put the order in, and got the estimate on when the date was supposed to be delivered through UPS. In fact, I had the tracking number and everything, and I had the supposed date was supposed to be delivered, and got the notification that UPS had it in their possession. Unfortunately, days went on, checking the status, and nothing changed. They kept saying they had it in their possession, and there was no progress on them delivering it. So I was getting frustrated. Days went by, and went way past the estimated delivery date. Still checking the status through UPS, and nothing more was said other than they had it in their possession, and there was no attempt for delivery. So, after several attempts of trying to get to the bottom of what was going on through UPS, getting nowhere fast with them, I eventually reached out through eBay and the seller to find out what's going on, to do an investigation or whatnot. I did tell the person that I was getting the item from that I was still interested in it. I wasn't saying that I was going to cancel anything at all. I was saying I just wanted to know what was going on. I've tried to reach out to UPS, got no answer. In fact, they reached out to UPS themselves, and they got the same thing. They got no answer from them. It took the seller to actually go to the UPS facilities where they sent the item to be shipped. They found out that I guess something happened to the delivery truck. So yeah, never got the item. Got a refund instantly from them with an apology of it being lost. And I actually turned and said to them, I'm like, I feel sorry too, because now you're out, an item that UPS lost, and you're now out the money too. So it kind of sucks on both ends. I told them I'm not going to do a negative review since obviously it wasn't their fault. It's UPS's fault for their fuck up. So I decided to go back on to eBay, and I don't know. I changed my decision on getting the Icons Hulk. I don't know why. It came down to the Hulk that I currently have, the Hasbro version of their 12-inch Hulk, or the Icons, and I was going back and forth between the two, which ones I wanted more. The reason why I think I was going for the Icons Hulk because I liked. I don't know if it was 100% the sculpt itself, but mainly it was the colors. I think is what drove me towards that Hulk more so than this one. Um, yeah, if I had one complaint about this new Hasbro version of the 12-inch scaled Hulk, is the fact that I'm not really crazy over the shade of green that he sculpted in. But with that being said, I think this is just a fucking amazing figure. When this was out in the stores new, I even remember seeing it and just would walk right past it, because I think at the time I wasn't into the whole Marvel Legends thing when this was released, or if this came out. I forget the exact year I first started collecting Marvel Legends, but I think it was right before I started getting into it. So I skipped past this all the time when I saw it in Toys R Us, and I don't know if KB Toys was even still around at the time when this was out. But yeah, I found this online on eBay, roughly on the same price. I was going to pay for the Icons anyways, so I went with this Hulk instead. This came in within days after I put the order in, which is good. Nothing happened to it. Didn't like just disappear into the hands of the delivery gods, never to be seen again. Um, but yeah, I'm really impressed. Um, as I've said before, I'm not really a huge fan, or I don't know if I have said this before in videos or not. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. But I'm not really a huge fan of the Marvel Legends Hulks. Not saying they're bad sculpts. No, they're not. Don't get me wrong. They're great. They're great sculpts and great articulation. But I always tend to lean towards the Diamond Select because I like the larger scale of the Hulk figures compared to, because I mix and match. Again, I know people who keep the Marvel Selects with the Marvel Selects and the Legends with Legends, but I don't care. I mix my Legends and Selects together. Eventually, if I get through talking about my collection in its entirety, I will point out that I actually have, like the Guardians of the Galaxy, for example, I have the Select Drax mixed in with the Legends Guardians of the Galaxy MCU figures, only because one, I think that Drax matches more to his to the actor himself than the Marvel Legends. And also, I mean, yeah, he's taller, he's bigger, he dwarfs everybody else, but I mean, it's Drax, for God's sakes. He should dwarf everybody else in the team. But anyways, long story short, I kind of looked at it like, well, it's a Marvel Legends and it's a big Hulk. He's bigger than the Select Hulks. So yeah, so I think that was the main motivation of why I went with this. And yeah, I am completely not disappointed at all. This is a great fucking figure. Just quickly, I had to push him so far back to get him to somewhat fit in frame. But here is the Immortal Hulk, Rampaging Hulk, whatever you want to say, from Diamond Select. I don't know if he's standing up straight as he should. He could get him, but I mean, he dwarfs that Select Hulk. Here he is with my custom banner. It's just basically, it's the Jimmy Woo figure with the Peter Parker head. So yeah, that's my custom David Banner figure. And they give him a 5 o'clock shadow, and the backpack is from John Connor NECA. But yeah, I mean, there he is with your standard 6-inch figure. Like, he just barely passes knee, like mid thigh. He comes up to, and for curiosity's sake, here is like your standard Marvel Select Hulk, the only Select. Well, no, I was going to say the only Select Hulk I own. I'm not Select. There I go again. Marvel Legends. That is your standard Marvel Legends Hulk figure, a custom that I'm still in the process of trying to get finished. I was going to say it's my only Legends. I forgot I actually have the Joe Fixit Build-A figure. And then I have the Smart Hulk, which I customized into Venomized Hulk. Anyways, again, getting sidetracked, but yeah, this is like a favorite of mine. Since I got this goddamn thing, I have not put it down since I purchased it. I always take it off the shelf. I'm always fucking around with it. I'm always trying to pose it. Yeah, he came with, a second head, which, again, I'm not really a huge fan of when Marvel Legends, even Select 2 does it sometimes. They put the second head that doesn't match. They don't match each other at all. As you can see, one is the more classic 70s, 80s Hulk design. The other one's more modern. This is the Hulk head I'm just going to go with when he's displayed. Yeah, I've taken some photos because I do kind of like, the anger expression this one was sculpted in. But yeah, I'm not really going to display him that much. He is my default Ang Lee Hulk. I would love to find if somebody did a 3D printed Ang Lee movie Hulk head for this figure. I would definitely buy it. I know they do the Ang Lee Hulk for the Select and Legend scale Hulk, but if they did one in this size, the 14-inch Hulk, I would definitely buy that. He has alternate hands. Again, the sculpting's okay. For me, I think the palms might be a little on the flatter side. That's just me. I don't know. Well, I would think like a grip, I don't know. I think maybe the thumb is just too far back. It's too straight looking. Um, I don't know. It's just something off that I always thought about the alternate hands. So mainly he just stands on my shelf with the fists and that current head that's on there now. I very rarely switch it out. But yeah, this fucking thing is great. Um, Again, my minor complaint would be I'm not really a fan of the green he's molded in, the green plastic. I'm debating whether or not if I just want to take and repaint them. I'd kind of prefer if I was to say like my favorite Hulk shade of green would be the Select Hulk. I'm debating whether or not to repaint him that shade of green, or I might just leave it because I don't know. It's just awesome the way he is. That, and he's got a loose shoulder. I mean, obviously it's because it's an older figure. So yeah, there's a lot of times it's now the arm will stay up, but majority of the time you try to pose him and it just droops back down. You know, the hinge out the other way, and the shoulders do work. This fucking ab crunch and upper torso bot ball joint. I mean, that's just great. More Hulk figures should have that combo. Yeah, see, as he moves around, that arm just goes all over the place. Yeah. I don't know if I could pop him apart. Again, I'm afraid to because, like I said, he's older. I don't want him to break, but if I wish I could find a way. If it would be easy to just heat this up and see if I can pop that shoulder out of there, and maybe add some floor cleaner to that peg that's in there to try to tighten that up. But I don't know. I'm afraid to mess with them too much because I've heard horror stories of this figure breaking on people. And like I said, I didn't get them new. I got them old. I got them used. So I'm afraid that he'll just fall apart if I try to attempt anything. But yeah, again, this fucking thing's great. I love it. The detail, the sculpted texture on the pants. I wouldn't quite say denim. A lot of people say, oh, it's just like real denim. To me, it just comes across as corduroy, if anything. I love how they painted the white and the material to make it look like it really is like shredded jeans, which you would get from the tears. Realistically, I mean, that's awesome. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. I mean, he's got some good range on that. That's fucking great. The newer Hulk Buck, when they just went with a single elbow, and this figure is older, obviously, and he's got a nice fucking deep double elbow. Why can't they do that now? Honestly, you got your hip, double jointed knees, big fucking clickety clackety fucking ratcheted joints. Love to hear that. Calf rotation. He's got a toe hinge. This pinch myself is great, nice, sturdy, heavy figure. But at the same time, I don't know, how many years and more years will get out of this. And I'm thinking if I start fucking with him too much, that he's going to break on me. And I really don't want that to happen. But yeah, Definitely not disappointed with this purchase. I fucking love it. Um, yeah, he's a little on the smaller size for a 12-inch scale Hulk. I mean, compared to the Hot Toys I have standing up next to my bed, um, that fucking thing is like, what, 18, 19 inches tall, I think. He's like 14 and a half inches. I mean, I don't have my tape measure. At least I can't find it anymore. So he comes out to roughly, if you were to translate it to actual height, real like the Hulk is only like 7 feet tall, 7 point something, which puts him on the smaller size. But I don't use them in the 12-inch scale since I really don't have that many 12-inch figures, um, besides this. So he definitely gets shoehorned into my uh, Marvel Legends. And like I said, he's the Ang Lee Hulk. He comes out to roughly that size. Ang Lee Hulk, I think it was about the biggest in the film was 15 feet, so 14 and a half, around that. So he's pretty close. I mean, compared to the fucking tiny little Bruce Banner that I got, yeah, he's definitely my Ang Lee Hulk. So that's my thoughts, my look at the Marvel Legends 12-inch Hulk. And video's over now. Get the fuck out of here.